Have you ever stood in front of the fridge and thought, if only my dinner could help me remember where I left my keys? Well, it may not find the keys for you, but some everyday foods are linked to keeping our memories in better shape as we get older. Hi, I'm Mary, and today I want to walk you through 7 simple foods you can buy at any grocery store that may support memory after 60. Plus easy serving ideas and one little swap you can try this week. First, a quick word about why food matters. I'll keep this short and simple. What we eat provides our brain with fuel and the building blocks it needs to stay healthy. Researchers have found patterns, not magic bullets, where certain diets and foods are associated with better thinking and memory over time. That means these foods aren't promises. They're supports. Think of them as friendly helpers you add to your plate to give your brain a little boost. I'll list trusted places where you can read more in the description below, like the Alzheimer's Association and the National Institutes of Health. Now let's move on to the foods, one at a time. For each, I'll say the food and a one-line benefit, give a quick serving suggestion, offer a simple swap idea, and finish with a practical tip for adding it to your week. No complicated recipes, I promise. Berries. Antioxidants linked to memory support. Berries like blueberries. Strawberries and raspberries are small but mighty. Try a simple serving. A half to 1 cup of fresh or frozen berries with your breakfast yogurt or cereal. Swap idea. Instead of a sugary mid-morning muffin, reach for a handful of berries with a small handful of nuts. A practical tip. Keep a bag of frozen berries in the freezer. They're just as good for topping oatmeal or blending into a quick smoothie, and they last for months. If blending is easier, throw some berries, a banana, and milk or a milk substitute into a blender for a fast, brain-friendly drink. Leafy greens. Leafy greens may support brain health over time. Think spinach, kale, Swiss chard, and collards. Serving suggestion. Aim for at least a cup of cooked greens or 2 cups raw a few times a week. Swap idea. Instead of plain iceberg lettuce in your sandwich, put in a handful of baby spinach or mixed leafy greens. Practical tip, buy pre-washed bags of baby spinach. They're great stirred into soups at the end of cooking, folded into omelets, or tossed with a little olive oil and lemon as a simple side. You can also add a spoonful to your morning smoothie. You won't taste it, but your brain will get a green boost. Fatty fish. Fatty fish like salmon and sardines are linked to healthy brain aging. These fish are rich in omega-3 fats that are important for the brain. Serving suggestion. Try to include a serving of fatty fish. About 3 to 4 ounces at least once or twice a week. Swap idea. Instead of eating processed lunch meat, choose a tuna or salmon salad on whole grain bread or crackers. Practical tip. Canned salmon and sardines are budget-friendly and super convenient. Drain, flake, and add to salads or whole grain toast. If cooking feels like a chore, try baking a salmon fillet with a drizzle of olive oil, lemon, and pepper at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about 12 to 15 minutes. Walnuts and mixed nuts. Nuts, especially walnuts, may support thinking and memory. Walnuts have a texture and healthy fats that many studies highlight. Serving suggestion. A small handful, about an ounce, a few times a week. Swap idea. Instead of chips while watching TV, keep a small bowl of mixed nuts at your side. Practical tip. Pre-portion your nuts into little snack bags or small containers so it's easy to grab a healthy portion and avoid overeating. Add chopped walnuts to salads, hot cereal, or yogurt for a crunchy lift. Whole grains. Whole grains provide steady energy that's good for your brain. Think oats, brown rice, whole grain bread, and quinoa. Serving suggestion. Choose whole grain options for breakfast or meals. For example, 1 bowl of oatmeal or a slice of whole grain toast. Swap idea. Swap white bread, white rice, or sugary cereals for whole grain versions. Practical tip. Make a batch of overnight oats or cooked whole grains at the beginning of the week. Then warm and top with fruit or nuts for quick meals. Even small changes, like switching to whole grain pasta once or twice a week, add up. Olive oil. Extra virgin olive oil is a key part of diets linked to better memory. It's a healthy fat that's gentle on the brain and easy to use. Serving suggestion. Use a tablespoon or 2 a day for cooking or as a dressing. Swap idea. Replace butter or margarine on bread and for low-heat cooking with a drizzle of olive oil. Practical tip. Keep a small bottle of good extra virgin olive oil by the stove and use it for sautéing vegetables, dressing salads, or drizzling over roasted fish and grains. If you don't like the flavor strong, choose a milder olive oil and start with small amounts. Beans and legumes. Beans, lentils, and chickpeas provide steady energy and are linked to overall brain health. They're full of fiber and plant protein. Serving suggestion. Aim to include a half cup to a cup of beans or lentils a couple of times a week. Swap idea. Instead of a meat-heavy side, try a bean salad or a lentil soup as your go-to. Practical tip. Canned beans are perfectly fine. Rinse them to reduce the salt. Add them to salads. Mash chickpeas with a little olive oil and lemon for a quick spread, or make simple soups that keep well in the fridge. A few short recipe ideas to tie these together. Top your morning oatmeal with berries and walnuts and a drizzle of olive oil for a savory sweet twist. Make a lunchtime salad with mixed leafy greens, canned salmon, beans, and a simple olive oil lemon dressing. For dinner, serve baked salmon with a side of sautéed spinach and quinoa. These are easy, low-stress meals that combine several of the foods we talked about. Before I wrap up, a couple of gentle reminders. Variety is important. No single food will do it all. Try to include a mix of these items across your week. Also, keep portions reasonable and be mindful of any food allergies or medications that might interact with certain foods. If you're unsure, a quick call to your doctor or pharmacist can clear that up. Let's recap the 7 foods. Berries. Antioxidants linked to memory support. Leafy greens may support brain health over time. Fatty fish linked to healthy brain aging. Walnuts and mixed nuts, healthy fats that may help thinking. Whole grains, steady energy for your brain. Olive oil, a brain-friendly healthy fat. And beans and legumes, fiber and steady fuel for thinking. Simple serving ideas. Berries on yogurt, spinach in sandwiches and soups, canned salmon on toast. A small handful of nuts as a snack. Oatmeal or whole grain toast. A drizzle of olive oil for cooking, and beans in salads and soups. And the easy swap. Pick one of your usual less healthy items this week. Maybe swap sugary cereal for yogurt and berries, or swap white rice for brown rice. And try to make that switch 3 times this week. If you'd like to read more, I'll list helpful sources in the pinned description. Places like the Alzheimer's Association, the National Institutes of Health, and nutrition resources from major universities that look at diet and brain health. They use careful language like "link to" and "may support," just like I did here. So here's my little challenge for you. Pick one swap from today's list and try it at least 3 times this week. That's all. Small steps add up, and they're easier to keep doing. If you found this helpful, please like the video, subscribe to Healthy Senior for more friendly health tips, and leave a comment telling me which swap you'll try. I love reading your stories. Thanks for spending this time with me. Take care of your plate, and your brain will thank you.